Back here, Director of Agronomy here at TPC Sawgrass for the TPC Agronomy Network. We're here with Jim Duncan, the head rules official. And Jim, we just wanted to get a few minutes of your time to maybe explain to the people that follow us, what does it mean to have the finals here at headquarters?
Well, I think it's just the players' home, Tom. It's not only home of the Players' Championship, but it's the PGA Tour and Web.com Tour players. It's their flagship.
What has it meant to the tour since the tour now awards 50 cards through the Web.com? Have you seen the tour change at all?
I think it's changed just from the standpoint there's probably more foreign players, more PGA Tour players that have had their cards before coming back through this avenue, and that's just I think it's been good really from every standpoint.
Jim, a lot of superintendents follow us, and a lot of superintendents mark their own golf courses. When you show up at a lot of tournament venues, is there any one particular item that you see that's possibly mismarked that we could learn from?
Wow. You mark golf courses to the caliber of players that you have play it, and that sometimes people want to argue about how a golf course is marked, but really I think you have to take into consideration who's playing and what kind of people you're catering to. For instance, a regular player doesn't always have the opportunity to call an official to determine whether they're in ground repair. It's not something we mark very much of, but the players know that if they can call, if it's something that we consider that, then we would paint it. But that's not something you can do if you don't have a bunch of officials there. So,
how would you manage this tournament venue? How many rules officials? How are people structured? What's their job responsibilities?
Well, we have an official who's been here since last Monday, Advance Week, and he's basically in charge of all the administration and basically getting the framework of the golf course marked. Then we have this particular week we have 8 other people coming in. We actually have a couple of people that spend the majority of their time on the PGA Tour that are here in that number. And I think with the newness of the golf course, just being open, and the fact that there was some sod laid around, we're probably going to have a pretty fair amount of rulings. It doesn't really affect anything as far as the condition or playability like some people think, but I think we're going to have a lot of rulings with the sod that's here from the reconstruction.
Can you tell us and our viewers maybe one person out there that's really behind the scenes in regards to a player that we may not know about, that you've watched through the year and say, man, that individual has something special?
I don't think it's surprising that Justin Thomas won the tournament last week in a playoff. I mean, I've always kind of thought that if you look back over the history, some of the people that have gone on to pretty long PGA Tour careers, a lot of them were guys that performed really consistent in a lot of events. And I can't really quote Justin's statistics, but he's 5 or 6 on the money list without winning a tournament. That's pretty hard to do. That means you're finishing in the top 5 a lot.
Well, Jim, we know you all have a busy week. We thank you for taking time out of your day, and we wish you well.
Thank you.